Okay. Last session, the peaceful morning in Petal Hollow was broken by the discovery of a strange and dark affliction spreading throughout the nearby forest. 3 wolves had been overtaken by the same affliction and had attacked the 2 of you, but you managed to free them and spare their lives. Rue, you even managed to contain a bit of the darkness that was clouding their eyes. Twig, you currently have an unconscious wolf in your arms. Now the rest of the Pixies approach, having scattered to the treetops when the wolves attacked. Rue, your parents rush up to you looking worriedly at your wounds. Someone brings over a remedy, and some fast-acting fey magic restores 6 hit points to you.
Oh, nice.
What happened? What? Are you alright? You look a little beat up, but... Is there more of that coming? Should we be worried?
I don't know.
Well, let's head back to the Hollow. Nanapander should know what's going on. Now, Nanapander is more or less the unofficial leader of the Pixie community. She's ancient, and the rest of you often seek her advice or wisdom when you're having a difficult time. Her wings are tattered and she can no longer fly, so she remains in the heart of the hollow tree. But now you find her sitting at one of the lower openings in the trunk as you return. She listens patiently as the events are relayed by a number of interrupting, sometimes contradicting voices. Already some pixies are blowing things out of proportion, saying there were far more than 2 wolves, spreading far faster than it actually is.
Well, if you ask me, we've only got a couple things we can do. We need to find out more about what's going on, and we ought to get ready in case we end up needing to move. You two,
She points at Rue and Twig,
seem to have handled yourselves quite well against those 3 to 15 wolves, depending on who you ask. You may be our best bet for finding out what's happening. Can I ask you to venture out into the world and see what you can learn?
Twig is going to give a long-suffering sigh and drop the wolf that he's been carrying.
I'm gonna go check up on the wolf.
Okay, the impact of being dropped wakes it up and it immediately makes to leave.
I'll give it a pat as it goes.
Okay, it does not care.
How hard of a pet?
Yeah, roll to hit with that pet.
Roll for how good the pat is.
No, I was joking.
I'm doing it.
Alright.
Do I add animal handling?
Yeah.
21.
Okay, the wolf pauses for a second. Seems to consider, maybe I ought to stay, but then no, it keeps going.
Who knows? This may simply be something that occurs regularly in this world. We simply haven't been here long enough to know. The rest of us should pack what we can and be looking for a new place to call home just in case. Rue, Twig, we will leave someone here for as long as we can, and past that we can try to leave directions for you to follow in order to find where we've moved to. Take as much time as you need to find answers.
Metagame. Is there any more druids other than me in the group of pixies?
Not really. No.
Dang it! They could have just left druidic, and it would have been fine. Rats.
Sorry.
Oh.
The meeting is broken up. Pixies hurrying to pack up their most treasured belongings, soon leaving only the 2 of you remaining outside the tree. Rue, what's going through your head at the moment?
Should be a lot of work.
Twig, same question. What are your thoughts at present?
Too much work means less time to sleep.
Neither of you have wandered far from Petal Hollow. At least, Twig, you don't have any memory of doing so. You have no map, no real direction to go off of aside from toward or away from the afflicted area. What do you do?
That's directed to both of us.
Yeah.
Twig is going to look at Rue. Offer. Are you a boy or a girl?
You're just now asking?
Forgot already. I'm amnesiac. Whatever that means.
You have amnesia, not Alzheimer's.
What's Alzheimer's? Anyway, did answer question.
Is it metagame or in character?
Metagame.
Oh,
Twig knows.
who's a guy?
Okay, makes things easier for me. Rue is going to hold out his arm to and offer just like a place to sit, and then just like, do you want to talk about it?
What?
I'm gonna gesture very grandly around the clearings. Everyone's gone.
Oh, they're not gone yet.
Everyone's gone. He's gonna
they're
peer
just
up at
getting
the
your
branches.
stuff.
Oh, wait. No, there's one. There's another. Oh, hi, Flistleworth. Bye. Oh, she's gone. Everyone's gone.
What time of day is it?
Still early, probably sometime around 10 or 11.
Okay. Well, if we have to do something about it, I say we just go back to that dark stuff.
Go back? You mean to the scary things? Oh wait,
The
yeah,
dog?
we don't need
It's just
to.
dogs.
We don't need to. Rue, don't make me go back there. I'd much rather sleep. This character is very fun to do. It's very different from my others.
I just get to be lazy.
Yay.
Oh, I
Oh.
pet edibles.
Pet animal as bonus action. Anyway. Anyway. Twiggy's going to walk back up and stare up at the... I was about to call it Pixie Hollow. This isn't Tinkerbell. Just like look at the branches and then reach up and knock on this tree. And can I talk with the tree?
Yeah.
But do I roll for that? Do I
No,
roll?
you just start talking.
I want to just get to talk to it. Yes. And then I'm going to ask a very, very serious question. Are you packing your stuff too?
Nope. Got no stuff to pack.
Amazing. Twiggy's going to look very forlorn and then look at Rue and just... Ooh, everyone's gone. And he's going to sit down very heavily on the ground.
Ruth's just
I
gonna,
give up.
Like, tugging at him. It's like, all right, come on, let's go.
If you want to move me, you will have to do so yourself.
I'm not, like, trying to move, but I'm
Reduce
still
and large.
going to be pulling at you.
I hope that was over the microphone. Did they catch that?
What,
I
did
heard
catch
it.
what?
Well, it's on the recording, so I don't need to repeat it. He can find out later. What are you doing? Because Twig is kind of hugging his knees to his chest and kind of rocking back and forth.
I'm literally just pestering you until you move.
Oh, hey, do you want to make a roll for that?
Persuasion.
I'll make a intelligence or I wonder if it would be like Constitution to see how well I physically handle the pestering, because I might get really mad.
That would either be wisdom or just charisma. Like how well
Okay,
your
I will do a wisdom.
personality can take this.
What?
Okay.
What should I? What am I rolling for? Okay. 17.
1 second. A natural 20.
So by natural 20, you mean you realize that we should get going so we can rest later, right?
I blipped. What happened?
I said, so by natural 20, you mean you realize we should get going so you can grow taller later, right?
Is that what Rue is trying to convince me of? Because if so, then yes.
Yeah, he just wants to get going so we can be lazy later.
That... Rue, I'm glad you're my friend. Sometimes your genius frightens me. And Twig's gonna stand up and start walking.
Okay.
Which direction am I going in?
Which direction are you going?
I thought you were I don't. You're gonna be walking in circles around the tree. Tell me where to go. This is hard.
You haven't gone anywhere.
Are you still here?
But I'm
No.
He's going to stand still, like.
Look, this
We're not
problem,
alone.
This problem ain't gonna solve itself. Could you get a move on, perhaps? Please, thank you. Please.
We are moving.
In
Where-
a big
Where am I
circle.
going, Rue?
Where was the stuff again?
You don't know?
You've walked in so many circles, I wouldn't know
It
if.
was off that way.
Okay, I'll start going that way.
Okay.
I will grab you by your foot and start going that way as well.
Just like a balloon.
All right.
This is like the April Fools of campaigns. This is great. Just wait for the Eldritch Horror, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat my words.
Wasn't very long trip last time, but even so, your quiet travel is interrupted before you get to the afflicted area. By the harsh sound of bagpipes not 30 feet away, breaking the calm like a boulder thrown into a still pond. Birds take to wing in the dozens, startled by the noise, and the sound continues, a tune eventually becoming distinct. You spot a small figure nestled in the bend of some roots playing the instrument in question. Nat, please introduce your character.
The pair of you see a person who is 2 feet tall and 4 inches. I'll just put in his picture because it's the easiest way to describe real quick. Oh, what the heck? Why did I open that?
We're in the PvP duo. PvP.
So he's,
triple P.
yeah. Where are
The
you?
Petrie.
Pumpkins, Pixie, and Pats in the Rogan campaigns.
So he's a little gnome. He's got some pointy ears, a well-kept. Oh, I don't see the pigs. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
This is him.
Uh,
So he's got
That's
a bunch
you.
of he's got some windswept blonde hair, a mustache, a goatee, some bright green eyes, pale freckled skin. He's wearing a black and red tunic and playing a pristine set of bagpipes and a small little pouch. Actually, no, he's sitting on his backpack in the roots, seemingly just practicing this thing. And when he sees you, he just goes, "Oh, hello. Just practicing. What are you lot up to? You're running from the holes in the sky."
Twig is going to whisper, very not inconspicuously at all, and just like, "Who's the carrot? Eh. Ugh."
Who's the pumpkin?
What?
I'm sorry. I'm staring at the picture while you're talking.
Anyway,
It's brilliant.
Oh no.
That's brilliant. Oh, I love it. Oh. Twig is going to. Do I have ears? Do I even have ears?
You don't have ears.
Or do I just like?
so
Do I
much
hear through my
as-
eyeballs?
You do hear things. You're not sure how. You've never really.
I'm gonna still
Figured that
holding
out.
Rue's leg. Still holding Rue's leg. I'm gonna try and like wrap my arms around my head to block out the bagpipes and just like stop.
Hey, watch it.
you don't like it? Come on. You'll learn to love it.
No
It just takes some practice.
name. Who? What?
Me? Oh, your name's Pat Model. I'm a respectable bard gnome. Who are you?
What's a bard gnome?
Well, a bard's me profession, a gnome is me. Simple as. Would you like to hear some more bagpipes?
I'm going to step in front of him and kind of crouch down, looking him like dead in the eye, and tilting my head. And like, you're
How?
not from here.
No,
How-
I kind of bounce around. You, sorry, pardon my shock. You're a walking, talking plant.
I'm a pumpkin folk.
How are
A
you,
pumpkin folk. I'm not
Esther?
a plant.
Oh,
sir?
my mistake.
Are
Hang on, what?
when you said wrap your arms around? Am I just dangling behind you upside down?
Yes. You may
Okay.
roll a strength check to see if you can get out.
That's not gonna happen. I can tell you right now.
Hang on, my base. If you beat like a 12.
Eight.
You are staying dangling upside down. I'm eventually going to take my arms off. I'm going to take my arms from around my head and kind of poke the bagpipe bag.
How
Is it-
quickly do you undo
Hi.
your arms?
What?
How quickly do you undo your arms?
I forget that I'm holding you, and so, but I
Okay, so
let
I
go
just-
as like my arm kind of reaches the apex.
So I get
of-
thrown into the bushes. Got it.
Oh, watch it. Hey,
I'm going
I don't
to.
know where you're from, or like really what you are, but round
I'm
here
a
we don't just
pumpkin
kind of
folk.
we don't throw
Oh.
pixies. That's not nice.
I'm gonna
I
go try and
agree.
retrieve Rue. I'm gonna retrieve Rue and gonna like brush him off very, very,
There you go.
very
My
pumpkin-like.
goodness.
I am just cross-armed and not looking at Twig.
He's gonna Pat is going to point at Rue and kind of just nod, kind of. I don't know how to say he nods. He just kind of winks at him and goes, "Look, mate, I'm here for you."
What?
What?
Twig is
I
gonna
got your back.
shield
I get
Rue.
it, mate.
He's gonna shield Rue from because like
I really just want to say I'm not into guys.
It's not like that, mate.
We've been playing for what, 15 minutes?
What the heck?
What is this
Guys,
campaign?
we're all guys here. Wait, we are.
This is the JoJo
Okay.
of Aronia campaigns.
Ew. Twig is gonna
He
kind of
is
shield Rue.
sympathizing with the
from
look
Pat.
of disgust on Rue's face being
Yeah,
pulled out
yeah.
of the bushes.
Ugh.
Sorry about that, Rue. I'm sorry. Just-
Oh, wait a minute.
Can't-
You're friends, huh? That explains it. Never mind. You can throw him.
are you rolling with persuasion?
No, I'm just commenting on it.
Hang on, I gotta make a check.
Like it's just,
I
you
need-
know, it's just banter.
I got a 9 on intelligence. I'm gonna throw Rue.
As
I have
you
a
try
plus
and
4
grab,
to my intelligence.
as you try and grab Rue again, he's just gonna turn into a snake and coil around your arm.
Whoa!
Not
Don't
again.
know many pixies that can do that now. You two are quite a strange lot.
It's very silent, and Twig is just gonna look between Rue and then Pat and like, who are you?
Pat Mundle, respectable bard gnome. What are you two doing out on the road?
Fighting
going-
big bad wolves and then sleep.
And then sleep. You've got a job to do today, and you're killing dogs.
Better not.
No, I befriended them and then killed them.
Oh,
What?
Didn't we do that?
No.
They didn't. Oh, they ran. Never mind. I befriend them and then hit them.
No, that's the wrong order still.
do you guys hear boss music?
There is the sound of something large crashing through the bushes coming closer. And
I'm
I'll
going
turn
to stand up. Oh no.
to see an owl
Bugbear?
bear
An owl bear.
burst
Oh!
through the bushes, drawn probably either by the noise of bagpipes or arguments, but either way, looking very much angry, and you can see that its eyes are fully black. Just like the wolves that Twig and Rue already faced. Pat,
Oh.
to you this just looks like a very big, angry owlbear beast coming to maul everyone in sight.
Yeah. Can I roll initiative?
Yep, we're all gonna roll initiative.
What's my initiative bonus? What do I add to that again? Is it
Do you have your...
Your dex.
my dex? I do, but Dungeon Master's Vault is super dumb and super confusing and black and yucky and yeah. And D&D Beyond is so cool. Anyway,
7.
I got a 5 plus 1.
17.
Oh, also the bagpipes. That was brilliant.
Pat is going to... Let me see, how close is that thing? 10, 15, 20, 30.
Hit, got a 17.
Yeah.
Owlbear
I'm
got
planning something.
11. Rue got a 7. Twig, what did you get?
Oh, I got a 6. 5 plus 1.
Ah. Okay, so Pat is up first.
Yeah.
As this
Okay.
owlbear with black eyes is smashing through the bushes on a rampage towards you all.
Okay. Pat is going to sling his bagpipes over his shoulder and pull out a dagger from his hip, and then shout at the owlbear, "Oh, you! Back off before I stab you and turn you into a compost pile!" And that is a vicious mockery. So he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, it does not need to understand your language, so it rolled a 7.
1d6 psychic. 3. And I will use my movement to get towards the odd fellows.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 like that.
Mhm.
Alright. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, and as I approach them, I'm just going to say, you lot should either run now or kill this thing.
All right. Owlbear's up next. Oh, whoops. I already messed up where it was. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can it make it? 35, 40. It cannot. So it's gonna have to dash, which uses up its action. So it's just
Nice.
stuck there. So Rue's turn. Rue, you are currently a snake.
Can I gather if it's? Obviously, it's got like the black eye thing. Is it saying anything kind of different than the wolves? Is it conveying
As
anything
it
different?
charges in, Pat and Twig just hear this screeching roar, whereas you hear hunger.
Oh,
Ugh.
I think.
No, you're not Pat. You can't use that voice.
Sure. This is my metagame, boys. I'm going to do all of my metagame conversations in this voice from now on.
We don't do character
Nice
voices. We do
voice.
out of character voices.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be my voice. Oh, that's disgusting.
That's a really good voice.
It is not.
Where is my... Okay, there it is.
That's a very pretty owl, though. I will
Is
cast
it a spell? So
Animal
I
Friendship.
can do this. I shall summon my bear spirit totem.
Alright.
Just kind of.
I like to say Rue
yes.
saying that.
I said summon bear spirit totem. Look at the little guy. For everyone who doesn't have this sitting here, grants allies might and endurance. Each creature of your choice in the aura when the spirit appears gains temporary hit points equal to 5 plus your druid level. Everyone will
temporary
get
hit
temporary
points.
hit points. In addition, you and your allies gain advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws while in the aura.
Dang.
And what is the range on that aura?
30-foot radius.
Oh my! Well, you're all within
Wow.
that.
Radius. That's a 60-foot diameter.
Yep.
Good grief. Cool.
Let me check that was bonus action. Right? Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh no. I'm gonna slither off of Twig and kind of go around some roots under the tree
Alright.
and just kind of get up into the kind of up there. And let me see if snake. I'm assuming I went for tiny snake, which I should have thought of that, but. I guess it would just be poisonous snake, yeah. That's the standard. I will bite it.
Alright, roll to hit.
It's a surprising +5. Dang.
Wow! A little snake?
That's a 1/8 challenge creature. It has a +5.
Huh.
Probably needed. That was a 14.
That hits.
Whoa. 1d1 pierce, so 1 piercing damage
Alright.
and 2d4 poison?
Any kind of save, or does it just take poison
The target must make a DC 10 con save,
Alright.
taking full and half on a fail.
Got an 8.
Okay. Well, I was excited because I got 4 and then I got 1, so 5 poison.
Alright. Let's see. 5. It's gotta make a constitution save greater than 5 now to see if it... Yep. The darkness does not leave its eyes, and it's still looking quite angry. Is that your turn?
That's it for me.
Alright.
Yeah.
I believe it is Twig's turn. Yep, Twig, you are up.
I am going to cast Animal Friendship.
Alright.
Easy to see within 30 feet. Must be able to see and hear you. If its intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Does it have an
It
intelligence
does
of 4
not
or
have
higher?
an intelligence of 4 or higher.
Okay, otherwise it must pass a wisdom save or be charmed by me. It does not
Okay.
give me a DC to beat.
And that's an
Oh wait, DC is
intelligence.
14, I
Should be
believe.
10 plus your dex.
Oh, it's a...
Oh
My
no,
dex
sorry,
is
if it's a wisdom save, it should be 10 plus your wisdom then.
my wisdom is a +6, I believe.
Well, it rolled a
Yeah.
-2 on intelligence. So
It is my friend!
I believe it's friendly toward you, but possibly not towards your allies.
If you or one of your companions harms it, the spell ends. So I'm going to shout, "Don't hurt it! It's friendly! Friend, 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 friend!" And I'm gonna run towards it.
Oh, you mad?
Can I give it a hug? Or is that as bonus action?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, do I roll for animal handling?
You can't roll a check for this. It's just a hug as a.
Okay, I'm
bonus
gonna
action.
hug it.
Let's see. It's charmed
Okay,
by
that's it.
you. Let me see something real quick. Charmed condition.
Oh, I
Can't
am.
attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. Okay. Advantage.
I just found out my height right now is 7 feet and 7 inches.
You are tall.
Alright, Pat, it's your turn. You just saw this pumpkin folk seemingly use magic and then run up and hug this still snarling owlbear.
Pat is going to shake his head, sheath his dagger, and then just look at the pumpkin folk and go, I was gonna do that!
If I
Animal
had tongue, I would
friendship.
stick it out at him.
How does a stick like you know how to cast spells?
I am not stick, I am twig!
Alright, my mistake.
My twig.
Where'd you learn to do that? He's going to walk around the owl bear, but just in case, I will prep a spell.
Okay.
Do you have animal friendship?
I do, but I will get on the opposite side of this thing of Twig and prepare a cast just in case I need to.
Okay. Rules as written: if you prepare a spell as your action, and even if you don't use it, that spell slot is consumed.
That's okay.
Okay. Okay, well, nothing is preventing it from attacking either Rue or Pat, just Twig. Unfortunately.
Okay.
So, Pat, what is the trigger for your held action?
if this thing swings at me.
Okay, well, it's... Let me determine who it's gonna...
I would also like to note that Twig is still hugging it.
Okay. It's gonna swing at the snake. Oh, it makes 2 attacks. One with its beak. So it's gonna swing with its claws at the snake, and then it's going to try and peck at Pat with the beak. So
Oh, that's not good.
that is a 14 to hit. You snake man.
Oh, let me check snake. 'Cause I don't think it's my. Yeah, that'll hit the snake.
Okay. And a 16 to hit Pat.
That is me. That hits.
Okay, so the claws against the snake do 18 points of slashing damage.
So will this trigger when it hits me then?
I need to check something.
Since your prepped action was if it attacks you, we'll say your spell can be used before it actually gets to
Okay.
try and land its attack. So,
In that case, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
all right.
As Pat kind of crouches and his eyes flash a brilliant green.
12.
Oh no, he's turning into the
That's
boogie
a
monster.
fail.
And was this animal
He's just
friendly
gonna-
or-
No, this is Dissonant Whispers.
Oh.
And as his eyes flash, he's just gonna bark, "Run!" at this bear. And it is going to take 4d6 psychic. 1 second.
Ouch.
For a total of 16, and must now use its reaction if available to move as far away from me as it can. Using the safest route, it has to go away.
Okay. Its attack still lands with that beak.
That's fine.
Going to be 13 points of piercing damage. And you said it uses its reaction?
Yes,
That's
to
odd.
run away.
Okay, well. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You may all take opportunity attacks against it if you choose, with your reactions.
Does its eyeballs lose the goop?
Oh! Does need to beat a 16. Which it does!
Oof.
So no, the eyes are still dark. Well, that was its turn. So it's Rue's turn. Oh.
Well, do we want to
Yeah,
opportunities?
whoever wants to attack it can.
I might as well swing at it with my dagger.
Oh, wait, it
Actually-
needs to repeat that animal friendship thing. Because it took
Oh.
damage. DC 14 intelligence.
Mm-hmm. I think, wait, does it DC plus modifier, I think?
What?
Or is that...
I
the
think
DC...
the DC includes the modifier in it. The
Okay.
modifier is added before the DC is.
14.
Okay, well, it rolled a 17 and it has an intelligence modifier of -4, so that's a 13.
Good grief, this
So it
thing
is-
is stupid.
It is still
Friend.
charmed by Twig.
Friend.
And...
Well, I'm still gonna swing at it.
Okay, roll to hit.
25, 17 plus 6.
Dang, that hits.
Um,
That's
The
23.
spell
oh wait, no,
ends.
sorry, you're right. And drop that by 1 because it was actually a +5 to hit, not a +6. I looked at my initiative.
22.
Oopsies. That's a D8 of radiant damage, which is max. And now, so as it's running away, Pat is just gonna kind of shove his palm out, and you see a little spark of light fixate onto this thing's back. It's gonna take that 8 radiant damage, and now it's emitting dim light and can't become invisible.
Okay.
So, just in case, I don't know what this thing's deal is, but
It's gonna repeat
I'm making
that.
it glow.
Failed again on the intelligence check, still charmed by Twig.
Does your eyeballs go away?
Needs to be
I have
an
a
8,
thing.
which it beats.
Hey,
Yeah.
Good grief.
if you or one of your companions harms it, the spell ends.
Oh, it just ends.
And Pat hit it.
I
so-
thought it had to repeat the save. I didn't realize the spell just ends.
Oh
so-
no, I'm sorry. That was my fault.
Shoot.
No, I just misunderstood. So it is no longer charmed by Twig.
Crap, I did not realize that.
It's okay. I'll kill you later.
You may try.
All right.
It's
Rue,
okay.
Twig,
I
do
have
either-
speak with animals on my side.
Do either of the two of you want to take an opportunity attack as it runs away?
Can I opportunity attack a animal friendship?
No, it would be
No.
a melee attack.
Yeah. It would be a melee attack. What do I have?
A very
have-
fast hug.
Nothing.
You have unarmed strike.
Oh, I apparently have a short sword and a longbow. Oh wait, that's just the basic things for a ranger.
Oh, you're a
Um,
ranger class? That's cool.
Yeah, I have 3 spells.
They are fun.
That's it. What is my unarmed strike? Oh, for crying out loud.
You can use your short sword if you want.
I don't have a short sword. I didn't want a short sword.
Okay. If you don't,
Twig wouldn't
You
want
can
that
use a
sword.
piece of your
This-
leg as an improvised sword.
that's an
I
unarmed
would
strike.
I don't want to hit the owl bear. I just hugged it. What if it gets the wrong impression?
Rue, do you take a
It's
strike?
trying
or
to
no?
kill us.
Yes. I will.
I am back in pixie form, kind of dazed, so I will take it this time. He stepped on me.
I heard everything but the answer.
No, I won't.
Okay.
Opportunity.
And Twig. Probably lost Wi-Fi. He's a-
I don't attack.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, it is Rue's turn. Oh wait. No,
yeah, that was the
just,
opportunities.
Yeah, that was just Pat's turn.
I
No,
think
that
it's
was
its turn.
No, it just went. It attacked both you, and it ran as its reaction, and now it is Rue's turn.
Oh man.
Okay. I am going to bonus action Shillelagh, fly over and bonk him on the head to see if I can knock some sense into him.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Non-lethal. Just to
Okay.
be very clear.
Roll to bonk.
I miss having the tower. I gotta rebuild it.
You took it apart.
No, it fell.
Oh.
Math. 19 to hit.
Hit.
Okay. Eh. Uh, 10.
10 non-lethal
10.
bludgeoning damage. Let's see if that fixes him up.
Well, actually, it's force. Yeah, non-lethal force.
Oh, okay. As this hit lands, jarring the side of the owlbear's head as it is turning back around, having just run, it's looking like it's gonna run back, and then the blow lands and its eyes clear.
Yes.
Is that your turn?
It's
There's
bonus
more
action,
in there.
action. Yeah, that's all like actions on turn. I guess if I can learn if its temperament is changed at all, then I will be looking for that as
It's
well.
still breathing heavily and looking at the three of you with very large owlish eyes, and not looking happy.
Okay.
That makes it Twig's turn.
I'm gonna sit down on the ground.
Okay. Is that your full turn?
Bonus action. What are my bonus actions? I don't even know my bonus actions. This is perfect. I will eat a handful of dirt.
Okay. You're not designed to eat a handful of dirt, so it doesn't really go anywhere. It's just in your mouth. And that's Pat's turn up next.
All right. I'm going
I'll
to
call back.
run-
I'll call back. The goop Scott. What's his? Hang on, I get the goop Scott.
I'm gonna roll a wisdom save to see if I know what the heck that means. Oh, I got a dirty 20. All right, in that case, I'm going to.
Must be something
Pat is going
important.
Yeah, in that case, Pat is going to kind of flap both his hands out like he's shooing away flies, and he's going to cast command at this thing. So it needs to succeed another wisdom save. 13.
Does it need to understand you for command to work?
A creature I can see within range. The target must succeed on a save or follow the command.
Okay.
It doesn't really say.
The spell has no effect if this target is undead, if it doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it.
Well,
So I'm
I guess it's
afraid
got two of those.
that does not work.
Crap.
That's. I think you're using 2024 command, unless it just doesn't say in the description.
It doesn't really say.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it is 2024. You're right. Crap.
That is just arguably a better spell that way. But
I'm afraid I've been using 2014 for everything else,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna stick
That's
with
fine.
that.
No
Do you
worries.
have
Then.
anything else you want to do on your turn?
Does it need to understand me for me to intimidate it?
Depending on how you try and intimidate it, if you just like make yourself look large and scary, that might do the trick.
We can throw something as a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, he's going to grit his teeth and reach into a pouch by his belt and fling forward a praying mantis. And as he's pointing at the bear, he just goes, "Get him!"
45 feet away, you're throwing a mantis.
Yep, they can fly.
Yeah? Okay. So you see him throw this mantis, which then takes to wing and starts flying the remaining distance. I'm not sure how to do this. I'm gonna roll perception, see if the owlbear even sees the mantis. It has advantage on sight, but it still
Oh, it is an
only
owlbear.
got a 13, which the mantis is probably pretty small and it's got a lot of.
They can be about as big as your hand.
Yeah. Roll
Like, if it's
intimidation
flying, it
with
would be kind of
disadvantage,
Okay.
because there's not much terribly scary
One.
about this. Natural.
nat 1.
Oh no. Okay, as you speak, the owlbear's eyes snap to you.
Oh no. Alright, I'm going to call out to the rest of the, I used 20 movement. I only have 5 left. Dang, I'm slow.
No, this is a new turn. You can.
You are slow.
This is a new turn.
Oh,
You
never
have all
mind.
your movement.
Well, wait. But how did I do that? That was a spell that I did. Command spell. That was action, right?
Yes.
So that was my bonus action. Okay, yeah, I do still have my movement. I'm just gonna call out to the team and just go, running's always an option, and spend all my movement to go away from this thing.
Okay. Just straight down.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You have 25 feet of movement?
Yep.
Okay. The owlbear is up next, and it's gonna chase Pat as the
Thank goodness.
biggest, as the most aggressive one of you. Rue, it's no longer saying the familiar things that the wolves were saying. It's just seething. Like, what would it be? I don't know where I am or how I got here, but you hurt me and I'm gonna kill you for it.
Nice. Liam Neeson?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh my gosh, it hates me.
Would we be able to get opportunity attacks at it?
Yep, both of you if you so desire.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Would I?
Hold on. No, because you have not gotten a new turn yet, so you do not have your reactions from last turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, ouch.
But, Rue, it's your turn now. Actually, no. I'm sorry. It's getting chaotic. It has been another turn. You do have your reactions back. The whole prepped spell kind of confused me.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I remember all Twig did last turn was just sit down, so Rue and Twig, you can both take opportunity attacks if you so desire.
Would I be able to grapple it?
It would have to be a melee attack, I believe. I don't think you can grapple as a opportunity attack. Let me check real quick.
Or would my melee attack be able to like kind of stretch one leg out, have it go down into the ground and have it trip over my leg, but have that deal damage?
I mean, if you want to flavor it, it'd still be an unarmed strike, yeah.
Okay. What do I need to roll for an unarmed strike? I do not. D&D Beyond. I've been spoiled with D&D Beyond. They have everything, and now I'm like, where's my unarmed strike? It doesn't show it.
I forgot you weren't using D&D Beyond.
I will say I'm not going
the
to
pumpkin folk
swing
isn't
at
on
it. I will call out as it runs away, since I can speak to them.
Okay, what do you say?
I was almost going to say it. You really messed it up. Can you be the owlbear? Can you make like a horn sound? Make like the roar that he makes when he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you."
I don't know. It's I don't know what an owl bear would sound like because it's owl and bear.
This is a very guttural.
It's okay. You had stuff in your eye, and I'll hold out. He's not gonna be able to see it, but I'm gonna hold out the goop that I got.
Okay.
Gross.
Okay. So, leg goes out as it runs by, kind of in with the dirt. Your screen just froze on that confused expression. Okay, let me see. That's a 6 plus whatever. It doesn't show my plus. What am I supposed to do? I don't hit. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, that would be 6.
Maybe
plus
my
your
leg just
strength
doesn't
modifier
grow.
and proficiency.
I stick my leg out, but it doesn't grow like I want it to, and the bear passes by without me doing anything.
Okay.
You just kind of direct it towards me with your foot.
Yeah. Alright, Rue, you have your actual turn now. So you get your action, bonus action, reaction back, and movement. Now we're locked back into normal. Okay.
That was funny. Sorry, I think the prepared spell kind of tipped the domino line.
I don't know why that threw me off so badly.
Because it was a react. It triggered on its turn, not mine.
Yeah.
It was cool.
I'm going to cast Goodberry. Hop back 8 of them.
Be very
And ooh, this is bonus action. I'm going to fly as close as I can without dashing to the owlbear.
And what is your flight speed?
Equal to by default, which is 30.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet away from it.
I'm going to cast Healing Word on the owlbear.
Oh,
What?
okay.
And it is bonus action 2d4 plus 4 hit points.
That's a nice bonus action spell.
Actually,
Very nice.
I'm going to do a level 2. That's 4d4 plus 4 hit points. I don't even know if we damaged it that much, but I'm just going to shout a really nice word.
What is it? You should say flowers.
15 total hit points back.
Okay. Very nice. Twig's turn.
I am going to be staring at my leg and just kind of reach one hand out and tap my knee and then stand up and kind of trudge towards the owlbear. And I'm going to... Can I not have an attack thing, but can I just kind of kick its back and make it turn its attention from Pat to me?
That'd be a
just pet
persuasion
it.
check.
Persuasion check.
Yeah.
Not
Persuasion
animal
check.
handling. My persuasion is crap.
I guess, yeah, animal handling
I'm
could
just trying to
works
turn
as
its
well,
attention
'cause
away from
it's
Pat.
An animal, yeah. Go ahead with animal handling if you prefer.
Anyway.
Okay. Let's see. 3. No dice. Okay. Ew. 5.
What?
It's a 11. 5 plus 6.
I'm sorry, that's not enough. It's very focused on Pat at the moment.
Would that be my action?
It is to make a check, yeah.
Okay. Then I will bonus action sit down again.
Okay.
Bonus action sit.
Pat, it's your turn.
Pat is going to kind of frantically look side to side and then just like wiggle his fingers and back up a few steps and go, where did I go? And cast mirror image. But real quick, actually, before he does that, does this thing have true sight?
You don't get to know
Nope.
that.
Okay, well, he's gonna cast it anyway. So he sees, the owlbear sees 3 illusory versions of me pop up in addition to myself, and they kind of spread out around him. And each time he hits me with an attack, I get to roll a d6 for each of my remaining duplicates, and if it's a 3 or higher, it hits the duplicate and not me.
Okay.
So there's, but if it has true sight, it's unaffected by it.
Very good. I assume that's your action.
That is my action, and I will just kind of move around it to be on the same side of it as Twig. Not out of its radius, but me and the duplicates are surrounding this thing.
Alright. Very interesting. The owlbear, now seeing itself surrounded, feeling a bit less damaged, I'm gonna have it make a wisdom check, see if it continues to fight. It's going to have to beat, we'll say 10 or lower, it stays in the fight. Rolled a 13.
Yay!
So, Rue, you're gonna hear, not worth it, and the rest of you just, as it, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Rample's one of the duplicates.
35, 40, and just gets out of here.
Nice.
Yay.
Pat just kind of flops down onto the ground and waves one hand, and all of the illusions dissipate.
Twig's gonna look at her like, it's nice down here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. Definitely enjoyed not dying. Anyway,
That one wouldn't hurt us. He was just a little guy.
just a little one. Yep. He's very shaken by the encounter, but he's all right.
I popped the last 2 good berries and then cast it again and offer you guys want some berries.
I did not get hit.
Would love a berry. He's
You can
just
have
gonna
more than
hold his
one.
hand out.
I'll just dump them in.
How many is that?
10. And it's 10 HP if you eat them all. It's 1 per.
Yeah, I guess that'd actually be kind of piled up in his hand. He's gonna have to cup both hands to catch as the berries start piling in.
They're very
And then-
small considering a pixie made them.
True. I guess they would fit in one hand then. So he just kind of
very filling.
He just pops all of them into his mouth, and then kind of goes, "Whoa!" Thumps his chest, and then lets out a roar of a belch. Much better, thanks. Wow. Whew. So he's gonna stand up and brush himself off, kind of patting his tummy. Before all that happened, where exactly did you say you were going? And
This-
he'll kind of
at this
turn to
point-
Twig. You have a name?
I'm just gonna glare at him. Just, I told you. I'm Twig,
Twig.
not Stick. Twig.
Stick might be related to you, though. He's gonna kind of point a
Not.
finger at you and wink.
I cast
knows?
Hunter's Mark. I'm gonna look at Rue, just like, well, we found goo. Well, so can I sleep? I'm gonna put my hands in like a placating gesture, like, I need to sleep.
Do you just
Just
wait a minute. He's gonna kind of sit there and go like, do you need to eat anything? Do you
Dirt.
eat like flowers? Or
that.
you
I'm actually
eat
gonna
dirt?
spit out the dirt in Pat's face.
Oh, I'm gonna roll Constitution. Oh, that's a dirty 20 again. 18
Oh,
plus 2.
I
just-
forgot to loop the music.
Considering how tall Twig is, it just rains dirt.
True. It just kind of goes in my hair.
It feels like someone
Oh,
just
you-
dumped a shovel full of dirt on your hair.
Right. So, you eat dirt. Is that how you get bigger? Because you're
Tries
awfully
to eat
tall.
dirt.
You're not tall enough.
You'll get there
I'm
one
gonna-
day, Twig.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna reach
Just
over,
gotta
kind
find
of
the right dirt.
put my hands underneath his armpits and like lift him up.
Oh,
And just like, you are not mean. And I'm gonna set him back down.
I'll try not to be, thank you. He's gonna sit down on the ground and just kind of brush the dirt off his bagpipes and collect himself.
All right. Pat, as a traveling bard, you have a map of the area. So I've
Incredible.
Oh.
put that in
I won't
the
look at it yet because I haven't seen it.
Nope.
Awesome, thank you.
Sure.
So where are we?
You are
I'll pull it out and just kind of have it on my lap after I clean off the
Okay.
bagpipes.
The southern portion of Morgura, there is Petal Hollow just at the left end of the lower mountains, just north of those.
Pedal.
North of the
I
tree.
see.
Yeah.
I see.
So you are right by there.
Okay.
You've
And
been
where's the
traveling in
gross stuff?
between towns. You haven't seen the gross stuff.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, since they have this goop and he mentioned it being gone from the owlbear, I'll just kind of tap the map and be like, "You said you're going." Oh wait, no, he didn't. They didn't say that near him.
Well, you
He'll
did
just
ask
tap the
where
map.
we were going. You did
Yeah,
ask
he'll
where
just
we were
tap
going.
the map, and as he pulled it out, he'll just tap the map and be like, "Where were you going?"
We're trying to find. Stop my nose.
Cannon.
It's part of the Hexblood's curse. Sorry.
Yes. Just pollen allergies.
Yeah. For how small Rue is, he has a very comprehensive set of herbalism and alchemy pouches. He's gonna
Okay.
dig through his herb pouch and pull out a little vial with a black gunk in it. There were some wolves that had this stuff in their eyes. I got it in my eyes for a little bit. It wasn't very fun, but we gotta find out more about it.
Pat, as you're
He's
looking
gonna-
at this substance, it's not sitting calmly like liquid normally should. It keeps all shifting towards one side and then shifting towards your side between you and Rue.
And I would never have seen anything like this before.
You have not.
Okay. He's just going to furrow his brow at it and be like, "Well, I don't know what this is, and I don't know what the two of you have gotten into, but in my experience, when you're up against something you can't solve, you go and think over it over a meal. I think
You
your
just
first stop should be... What? No, you
Twig
two.
is
I'm
going to
full.
shovel another handful of dirt into his mouth
Well, either way,
and
he's going to
attempt
be...
chewing.
I'm gonna back away so I don't have dirt in my hair again.
Dirt and bits of grass and a grub rains out of Twig's mouth.
In that case, he's just going to
I
back up
pet
and
the
be
grub.
like, "Well, I could eat. You guys don't
After all those
mind-
berries?
Well, it's not so much about just the food, you know. It's more so the people. I like to be around a crowd every once in a while, loosen up, come up with a plan, then go in."
A mantis.
Rue is just staring in shock.
A mantis crawls up the back of Pat's head.
I'm gonna pick it up and put it in the pouch.
Okay.
If you don't think you need to go, don't bother. I still need to, just to get a short rest.
Okay.
And I'll
I'm
point
gonna stand
back at
up,
Twig.
and then
You did say you
I'm
wanted
gonna-
to sleep.
I'm gonna
At the very
pick
least,
him up.
find a nice bed.
I'm going to pick him up and
Pick
put him
me
on
up
my
and kick.
shoulder,
Oh, well,
and then I'm gonna pick up Rue.
this is quite nice.
I would
And
like
I'm
to say
going
I
to-
do have the grub in my arms, petting like a cat.
I'm going
like-
to kind of, you know, the crook of your elbow. You know how some people hold a basket of fruit, they have it slung over their arm. Imagine that, but Rue is kind of nestled in the elbow, and I'm just holding the pixie in the crook of my elbow, and then a gnome on my shoulder, and I'm walking back to the hollow.
As you're walking, the grub slips away, and I'm just really dejected.
I'm just a little
I'm-
guy.
I'm going to watch as the grub falls, and then look over at Rue from my perch and go like, "You like bugs?"
I like all it.
He's gonna dig back into his pouch and offer him the mantis. You could maybe you could be friends or something.
He's like half of my height. That's kind of terrifying. I will still like, I can't really move, but I won't. I don't appear to be objecting to the offer.
He's all right.
The mantis
He'll-
cocks its head at Rue and says, only understood by Rue, "Harm a hair on my master's head, and I shall smite you in twain. Fear me!"
There's a lot of hair.
And they are all sacred. He is our lord, and you shall not harm him. Goodness!
Why would I do that?
This thing's moving!
I can't speak.
It's gonna kind of like shrink down as it
beautiful.
realizes that Twig is also a creature.
I'm a lot more attached to my insects than I thought I would be.
So what direction are you going?
I'm going back to the hollow. It's the only, the one, the hollow act is the only place that I know where to go, unless someone wants to stop me.
I thought we were going towards like somewhere to sleep.
That's where, when he said somewhere to sleep, I'm just thinking, okay, hollow.
Okay, in that case, I'll be like, no, that's back into the woods. Look, he's gonna stoop over and hold the map down in front of Twig's face and tap on the map,
I'm gonna kind of wave it.
going
like, I
towards
can't
whatever
see.
the nearest, like,
Yeah,
I don't
you
know,
guys
civilization is.
would have met just west of Petal Hollow, as Pat, you were like trying to take a bit of a shortcut, since the roads take a long winding
bend like
route
that.
around Petal Hollow,
So we're heading to Yelmore or Brookvale?
or Og's Folly, whichever one you choose as your former
I think
destination. Or
I would be heading. I think I'd be heading to Yelmore.
okay,
Dampwood and Durnos doesn't sound fun.
okay.
Durnos.
So we're heading north, away from
Wait, are we-
Durnos and the Salt Plains. And Ickis. There's literally a town named Ickis. That doesn't sound fun. We're going away from that. Ick.
You don't want to go to Ickis?
It
No,
gives me the
ick. Gives me the ick.
All right.
Ew, you two are full-grown adults. Why?
No, that's not in character. I'm just saying. Yelmore is Pat's destination.
Okay. It is not a day's travel away. It is multiple days' travel to get there.
Okay.
But what you've learned from roaming the countryside is more often than not you'll stumble onto a solitary farmstead or homestead just
very
unmarked on the map, as this land is being colonized and is a place where people have headed to forge their new life, get some land of their own. So there's always a chance of finding actual buildings that aren't part of a city.
Perfect. Well, I'm still heading towards Yelmore, but
Right.
then just, I guess, hiking through this area.
Okay.
This Wild West.
So does anyone stop Twig from going back to Petal Hollow?
I'm trying to show her on the map that we're going north, not
Okay.
back to the tree.
Would you like to steer me? You could just like
Yes.
turn my head
I
in
mean,
one
if
direction.
I have to, yeah, I'll just do that. I'll kind of look at the map and look at her because I know. Look at him because
this-
he's still going
This
that way.
way? This way?
Yep.
Okay.
See,
But
we're
no,
here,
the tree
Petal
is
Hollow.
that route. The tree's that way.
but we don't need to go to the tree. You said you're learning about this stuff, right? And I'm gonna
Rue,
point to the goop.
we found the goop. Can we just go back to the tree and sleep, and then we can worry about this in the morning?
We already had the goop.
We already have- What?
We need to take you to someone who
You
can give us
said we
answers.
would- Oh, you were this close to not being my friend anymore.
But you said I wasn't mean.
You're not my friend. I was talking to Rue.
Small mistake.
Starts playing bagpipes.
No.
Right
He's
in
gonna
my
chill on
ear.
those for a bit.
If I had them. I'm going to keep walking, and I'm going to be kind of scolding Rue, and then getting information on where I need to go from the little gnome on my shoulder.
Okay.
After like a solid 3 minutes of scolding, Rue's just gonna try and sleep.
All right. Continuing to travel throughout the wilderness, directing mostly by Pat's sense of direction and his map. Don't see any more sign of the afflicted area as you head north, so it doesn't appear to have spread in that direction yet.
Mm-hmm.
Game trails eventually turn to a small footpath. And it's all of 10 minutes walking on this footpath before a figure, very hunched and hobbling in this, like, cloak made of what looks like grass, and just with a big stick and a very crude wooden mask, hobbles out onto the road in front of you and says,
Halt! Halt! If you wish to pass, you must answer my 3 riddles.
Oh,
Can I
my
kick him?
goodness. No, don't do that.
What did you say?
I asked to kick him.
To kick the guy? If you're wanting to kick him,
How big is he? How big is he compared to me?
hunched over, looking about maybe 4 foot tall.
Okay, since he's hunched, he should have like a curvature to him. Can I like scoop with my foot and just kind of toss him off the road?
That would be contested strength, I suppose.
Okay.
To see if you can force him out of the way.
Okay.
I kind of bark at her while she's
I
doing this.
got a 16 total.
Okay. As you do, he is completely caught off guard as you notice there's no eye holes in his crude wooden mask.
Oh.
So he just lifts up the mask, and it's just a guy. It's just a young human man.
I'm-
What? Just pointing a finger at Twig.
Pumpkin folk.
I'm going to
folk.
drop down from her shoulder and kind of hold a hand up between the two of them and be like, it's alright, we just had a very close encounter with the Christ Owlbear. I'm just getting them off out of the... He's gonna kind of look around woods.
Yeah, okay.
We're just traveling, don't mean no harm. But, I mean, I'll humor your riddles, just don't
No,
stop
no.
us from walking.
I'd rather not do the riddles, honestly. I'd rather not.
Okay.
Wouldn't make sense now. I'm gonna go. But grabs
Alright.
the mask, and you hear as he's going into the bushes, forget it. This is too weird. We're done. We're moving on. And you hear multiple people moving through the bushes.
What?
Well, I guess that was probably the best way that could have gone, honestly. I'm going to scramble back up Twig's arms and legs and plump back down on her shoulder.
All right.
Keep an eye out.
I'm a man.
I said Twig.
Anyway, but you said her shoulder.
Oh, really?
My pronouns.
Twig's pronouns are he,
Ew.
just want to say.
My pronouns are twig stick.
My pronouns are pumpkin. Thank you.
Oh, boy.
Pumpkin. No, it's pump. P-U-M-P and then kin.
Yeah,
Two syllables.
that's what I said.
Anyway, so moving on.
All right.
Pumpkin.
traveling throughout the day, the rest of the travel is less eventful. Rue, Twig, this is the first time you've been this far away from home as evening is approaching, and you're spending a night away from Petal Hollow for the first time. Pat, this is no big deal to you. You've been on the road, on traveling for quite a while. So, spending time away from home is what you're used to. But, as the night fades, do you continue walking throughout the night, or do you stop to rest?
I will stop and just kind of find a decent spot for camp and be like, we could sleep somewhere around here. Just gotta pick a good spot. He's gonna kind of stretch out. And I'll
You will
just
see-
investigate around, I guess.
Oh. You will see Twig kind of go next to. I assume there's trees around,
Oh yes,
right?
there are lots of trees.
I'm going to go next to a tree, stand up near it, and then with a long kind of gnarly finger, I'm just going to kind of scratch a mark where the top of my head is into the tree, look, nod, and then I'm going to turn around and root. I'm going to take root.
Okay,
So, taking a long rest.
and Rue.
I'm gonna go see if I can make a little deal with like a few spiders to make like a tiny hammock.
Alright, roll a persuasion check on that. Are you offering them anything?
If they want something, I can find them stuff that's harder for a spider to get.
Oh, he just want food. Don't
You
need
eat
that.
berries. Do you eat good berries?
They got juice.
I got juice.
You got one to try?
Sure. I'll cast good berry. and
Try
him
one.
Alright, going to see if he likes it. Huh? He likes it!
Hey guys, this is pretty good.
You get a crew of spiders attention. Go ahead and... Well, we'll count that as you won them over with that.
See, I rolled I don't know if it's either persuasion. Persuasion would have been a dirty 20. Animal handling would have been a 22, so...
Yeah. You get your spider hammock. It is quite sticky. So once
That's
you're
fine.
in, you're just kind of...
They can switch
You're
between
in.
those. It's not always sticky web. They can switch between it.
Yeah, but
If
he,
they want
he
to.
didn't specify. I didn't know. I almost always use a sticky web.
Sticky like bugs out.
Sticky web's good for catching things.
Turns out he really liked the good berry, and now Rue is his slave.
You're not
Uh,
going anywhere.
Pat. I forget what you said you're doing for your rest.
I'm gonna look around real quick and see if I can like make a little impromptu campsite nearby.
Okay.
Make a little fire.
Yeah, lighting a fire's no hard thing. Do you have like flint and tinder or a way to light it?
Oh,
Because if not, it will require a survival check.
backpack. I have a tinder box. I have
Okay.
flint and steel and tinder. Yep.
Okay, then you can light a fire. No
Flint and steel.
Flint and steel.
Okay.
Just dated this episode.
Oh no. I think
Chicken jockey.
guys.
You know, Rue could ride a chicken and talk to it if we found one,
It's true.
Fluffy?
and I
Wait.
could control it and make it very nice for him. Anyway, I make a fire.
All right, very good. Does anyone keep watch, or are you just all going to sleep?
I'll stay up and kind of, I guess, drum my fingers against a stump while I'm sitting by the fire and just rest.
Okay.
I am one with the earth.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me if you're staying up to watch for a bit.
Yeah. It requires hearing, so 1 second. Alright, that is a... Where's perception? 14.
Alright, very good. You do hear some creatures throughout the night, but not any that investigate your fire too closely. You see maybe a raccoon or two, but nothing any more threatening than that.
Mm-hmm.
So you all gain the benefits of a long rest
Incredible move.
Yay!
and wake up refreshed the next day.
Yay! And I
I need
am
to roll a d6.
not hungry.
Ooh.
I need to go pee.
Oh, go pee then. Good grief, what's taking you so long?
Yeah, I guess if the mantis didn't leave, it's still around because I took it out of the bag. But I have some new ones now.
Okay.
Ooh, some good ones. Oh no, some very good ones.
We'll wait till Jake gets back.
I love the vibe of this campaign. It's so goofy, but it's kind of cute. Like, it's neat. I'm gonna draw a picture of Twig with his mouth full of dirt and his head against a tree in pixel art
I want
form.
I want to get a picture of Twig with the gnome on the
Yeah, I can
shoulder
draw all
and
3 of them. I was thinking it
and then
reminds me of
Rue
like
nestled
Winnie
in
the
the elbow.
Pooh. Like, it kind of reminds me of Winnie the Pooh style stories.
Oh,
I don't know
it
why. Just the
does!
way the party is. Like that little travel scene. That was so good. So that's kind of how I want to illustrate it. That'd be funny.
That would be sick.
Alright, he's back.
I got some good bugs in my bag. It's a good day.
I will try and salvage as much of the material from the hammock as possible.
Make a sleight of hand check then, as this is very delicate work.
When you save spider silk.
Hey, it can be very useful. Sleight of hand. 19, dang. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Are you wanting to save it as close to its current shape as you can, or like roll
Oh,
it into
yeah.
a single chord?
As close as it is now.
Okay.
It's just more of a
Well,
sheet than a...
With a 19, you're able
word.
to salvage it pretty well.
Like folded over a leaf.
Now, as you wake, first things first, Twig, you check your mark. No growth. But
He's disappointing, and I will bonk my head against the tree. I believe I did that in the first session too.
I wonder, I guess, if I had 10 good berries yesterday, would I still be full and not need breakfast?
probably.
Or do they wear off?
I don't know how good berries work, but I feel like breakfast probably would be a top priority.
Yeah.
They provide a single one provides all of the nutrients you need for a day. So you could still feel hungry, you just wouldn't need to eat.
Okay. Well, I'd probably be okay then.
Okay. As you're all stirring and waking, you hear a noise that grabs your attention, kind of this odd slurping sound, and you all look over to see, drinking from a little tiny watering hole, just a short distance away, maybe 40, 50 feet, there's this large insect-like creature. with an armored head and forelegs, sharp pincers and mandibles. Doesn't appear to have noticed you yet, but it does look dangerous. What do you do?
Cast more friendship.
Can I roll to see if I know what it is?
Yeah, that's okay. I would probably just
Okay.
stare.
That'd be,
Actually, no, I'm still bonking my head against the tree.
I suppose, a nature check then. DC is 12.
15.
Okay. It is an Ankeg.
Okay.
Not classified typically as a natural sort of beast. It's more referred to as a monstrosity.
I feel like I have used those in something before, but I could
think
be
you
wrong.
have.
They terrify me.
It's a big bug that burrows and bites and spits acid.
And, yeah, in character. Maybe walk really carefully.
I'm going
Bonk.
to stand up
Bonk.
slowly, trying to stop Twig from knocking his head into the tree. I'm like, shush, shush, hold on, shush, shush.
I stopped. Like, what?
And
I'm gonna point at the notch.
gonna
I'm not taller.
we have bigger problems.
I
And
should
then
be
he's gonna
the
pause
biggest
for a second.
problem.
He's gonna pause for a second and then go, or do we? I'm going to cast Enlarge Reduce on this. I'm trying to make it small.
Okay. With that, I suppose we ought to roll initiative because you've just taken an action. What is the
Dude,
range on Enlarge Reduce?
Beautiful.
I did not make this one.
That's really good.
Range 30. Oh, I'm not close enough, so I'll have to
Ooh.
move closer.
Okay. Do you
Yeah.
approach at full speed, or do you take it
No,
slow and cautious?
I'll take it slow, but I'll try and get in range of this thing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check, please.
18.
18, alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
So 5, 10. No,
5, 10,
still
15,
not
20,
closer.
25. The
Dang it.
two of you, are you doing anything or just watching as Pat starts closing in on this?
What are you doing?
I'm just
I'm gonna remember I
make it-
can fly, and I'm just gonna like drift over towards where he
I'll
is.
I'll just be crouched behind the log there, kind of looking at him and looking at the monster. I'm just gonna make it go away. We don't need to fight it.
We can
I'd
go
like-
away.
I'd like to just move across the open field, but may I roll for stealth?
Sure.
Did we roll initiative yet?
Not yet, no. No hostile
Okay,
action has been taken.
Ooh, 19 for
Alright.
stealth.
You're able to slowly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 creep your way across as it continues. Its head is like halfway underwater as it's just slurping up water. Pat, do you continue to creep closer?
I need a better look at this thing. How's that spelled? The name of it? Oh,
One.
those things.
They're not
Okay.
fun.
Yeah, no. I guess I'll see if he recognizes it, but I assume he would. If he's been around, he would have heard about it.
It's a bug.
Nature 12.
12 nature. I got a 10. I do not know what this is. In that case, I'll just kind of look at Rue and be like, and shrug, well, you're the pixie, and then just back up a bit, but I'll keep my eye on this
Okay.
thing and remember what it looks like.
Make another stealth check.
15.
Alright. I will say, for the purposes of moving carefully and stealthily, you're only able to go half your movement speed
Okay.
per stealth check. So 5, 10, 15 is where you would be. You're flying, so you're fine.
Zip.
Rue, do you do anything? Rue? He muted! Why he muted? I bet he's peeing again.
Maybe he's coughing.
No, he's peeing.
No, he's coughing and.
People say good night. I did miss kind of I think I got the vibe, but I didn't I don't remember what was said.
Was saying that in order to move stealthily and carefully, you're only moving half your movement speed at a time per stealth check, except for you because you're flying.
Yeah.
And you're not really making any noise. Are you moving anywhere as Pat starts retreating?
Yeah, I'll retreat with everybody else.
Twig.
Oh, I do want to say goodbye to that spider.
Okay. It's under the rock you're currently at. It's like,
Hey, thanks for the berry. That's gonna keep me set for a long time. So thanks for that.
Twig, what do you do? Backing off? Going forward?
I'm approaching it.
Did you say approaching it?
Twig,
Yeah, I'm approaching it.
Okay.
Twig,
5,
we're just
10,
gonna go.
15.
Hey,
Roll another stealth check, please.
Wait, no. Can I use Bardic Inspiration to help her with that?
I believe it does enhance. Does it say it enhance ability checks?
They can add it to whatever roll. Let me see.
I think it
That's
should
featured.
work for this.
You know that actually I'm
I
gonna use
inspire
guidance
another
on her
creature.
too, on him.
When they fail a test, they can roll the inspiration die and add the number to the total. Yes, so they can just do it to any d20 roll.
Okay. So go ahead and mark that you've used that. Twig.
What do
roll
I do?
So any roll you make now, whatever the total is, add a d6 on top of it.
And a
If you're
D4,
doing
because
Okay.
I'm gonna do guidance and be like, "What, Twig?
Twig, no."
Okay, so I
You
rolled a
wanna-
like-
9 on the d20. My plus to stealth is 3,
12.
so that's 12. Plus a 6, I got max on the d6,
Nice, 18.
and a 1 on d4. Math.
Okay. You successfully get a bit closer without it having noticed.
Twig, we
I'm
don't
gonna-
need to
I'm
mess
gonna-
with that thing.
What do I need to roll anything to see if I hear them?
If they're
Trying
whispering,
to keep it a low whisper, like a stage whisper.
Doesn't say anything about keen hearing, so I'm not gonna have it over here. You can hear
bug.
them, we'll say.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn back. What?
Full volume?
No, I'm just gonna go just what?
I'm going to point
just-
at the bug thing and go, that thing is mean.
I'm going to glare at the bug.
Don't. No, that's not what I meant.
And
Don't
I'm
do
going
anything.
to approach it.
No, it will hurt. Twig!
Are you
Can I
approaching
dash?
stealthily or
I am
hang on.
approaching stealthily.
okay?
I'm going to dash into Twig's mouth and like twist the head. We are going away.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Attention. Okay, so you are right there. Twig, roll another stealth check. A stealth check with disadvantage as you're getting very close to this thing.
And guidance.
She already used Bardic Inspiration, so.
Yeah. Guidance is just a duration thing. And it's a
That's
cantrip,
nice.
so.
Wi-Fi died.
Oh.
What was the last thing you
So
heard?
all I heard was I'm going to dash into Twig's mouth, and I went, oh, and then it cut out.
And then
End
he snaps your
session.
neck. I'm gonna grab a snack real quick. I
Okay.
don't. Maybe that's not a good time, but I'm gonna go.
Roll a stealth check with disadvantage as you are now getting very close to this thing.
And add a d4 to whatever the lower one is.
I don't think that's going to matter. I got a 1.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative as the head
Boy.
pops up. A whole bunch of little black eyes are looking right at Twig, and it just big pincers open up.
I got a 19 on initiative.
All right, nice. So we got Twig at 19.
9, I think. Yeah, 9.
All right. And we'll get Pat's initiative in a moment. Would you believe that I whipped up this whole this encounter while we were doing travel stuff? Because I did not think we'd be getting through the owlbear that quick. Well, I will say, things have not gone according to how I thought they were going to. So there's been a great deal of improvising already this session.
As this thing like locks on, I'm just gonna be like trying to shove the back of Twig's mouth. I'm gonna look back as this thing roars. It's
Back.
from the inside of Twig's mouth.
Oh, there's
No,
combat.
for being
music
so
going.
lazy, you really like getting in fights.
Yeah, welcome back, Pat. Roll initiative.
Ugh.
I'm going to spit Twig into the thing's face.
I got a 9.
Okay, what is your dexterity modifier?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
4.
And Rue, what is yours?
Plus
Sorry, what?
+4.
Okay. What's your total, score?
What do you mean? Oh, total dex score?
Well, does either of you want to let the other go first? Because you both got 9.
I'm
and
getting
you both have
spit
the same
out, so he can go
modifier.
first.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you can get spat out.
Alright. Well, then it is Twig's turn up first. As Rue gets spat out right here.
Would I be able to spit him far enough to gain advantage?
No. You're not spitting him 20
I will
feet.
be super. Anyway, what is this?
You just need to get a little taller before you can do that.
If
Okay,
there was
are there
dirt
any
in your mouth to
sticks
act as
around
like
me?
a scoop. Yeah, there's sticks on the ground at your feet. You're by a great big
Going,
oak tree
is there
right
any
now.
I'm going to pick one of those up.
Alright.
Bonus action cast Hunter's Mark.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna hit him.
Whoa.
What would I need to roll for with stick? What the?
Hit him
That'd
so hard
be-
you flipped the world.
Are you... Oh, whoops. Are you proficient with simple weapons?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, then it would be strength plus your proficiency. So strength modifier and proficiency added to a d20.
So 4?
Mm-hmm.
Where was my proficiency? 8. Oh, excuse me. Hup. That is an 11 plus 4, so 15.
15 total. That hits. And that'll be a
Yay!
d4 of bludgeoning damage plus your strength modifier. We're counting this as a club for the sake of damage.
Okay, D4 plus my strength.
Mm-hmm.
That's my strength again real quick. I believe it's 2.
Hunter's mark.
Max damage! So, 6 plus a d6 is max damage again. So 12.
12 points of damage. Alright.
I just go, "Pah."
You do crack the head plate of this great big bug.
I'd like to say that like I'm doing, instead of just swing, I'm going to pick it up, and rather than just swinging from the ground up, I'm going to bring it up over my head and down.
Okay. So that
Just
was
kind of
your
flavor it like
bonus action for Hunter's Mark. That was your action to attack. Are you going to move?
I'm going to get on the other side of him
Okay.
to let Rue have advantage.
5, 10, 15. Skirt around the pond, skirt around this thing. And that means it is the Unkeg's turn. It's going to turn and spew acid at you. So I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20 plus
Alright.
3.
You'll take half damage as this long...
No!
line of
Natural 20, I
acid-
take no damage!
You
DM!
take 5 points of acid damage. as
Do
you
I,
are-
is the temporary hit point still up?
No, they
Nope.
reset on long rest.
5 points of damage?
Yep, 5 points of acid damage.
Okay.
And it's not going to move, so it's Pat's turn.
I'm gonna kind of spit out a curse under my breath, and then dart forward as far as I can, not using my dash, keeping sightline on this thing. And as I'm running, I'm gonna be muttering under my breath, I don't know how common pumping folk are, but they're gonna get themselves extinct at this rate. And then I'm going to throw my dagger at this thing.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. What's the range for dagger?
If it's farther than 20, it's still in range, but it'll be at disadvantage.
Alright,
It can
it
throw up
is.
to 60. Yeah. I got a net 20 on the first one, and an 18 on the second one.
That hits.
So 18 plus 6 to hit. That hits for max damage. Pierce 8, and as my action, I will cast Heat Metal
Ooh.
on the dagger.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, that's nice. Burn.
I mean, if it hit, that's what I was gonna do. Where is it? Okay, so as the dagger pierces through this thing's shell, he's still kind of muttering under his breath, just grinding his teeth as his eyes glow again, and it is going to take 2d8 fire damage for a total of 10.
Alright. Hefty hits. That
Now, it has to succeed on a Constitution save or rip it out. So if it fails a con save, that thing sticks in it. The dagger.
That
They can
sounds
retaliate
like a
against it, it seems.
2024 thing as well.
Oh, no, never mind. If it's holding or wearing the object, never mind. This thing's stuck in it, so maybe that doesn't apply.
Okay. Rue, your turn.
I'm gonna kind of just like land in the water and flail for a second. Like, really? Just kind of swim up, brush myself a bit, and I will cast. Why not? Entangle. It's a 20-foot square. Everyone but me will have disadvantage. And... Or not, what is it? Every creature other than you in the area, when you cast a spell, must succeed on a strength saving throw or have the restrained condition until the spell ends. A restrained creature can take an action to make a strength athletics check against your spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself from grasping plants as no longer restrained. The ground is also difficult terrain.
Okay. Centered on the Onkeg?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm afraid
Just-
I was concentrating on making the square, so it is what, grappled or?
It must make a DC 14 athletics save or be restrained.
Ah,
Do I need to do the same?
It is each creature, so yeah.
well, it did not succeed, so it is restrained.
I got a 17 plus 2.
You were not restrained.
Yeah!
Alright.
Depends how you'll find.
That was your action?
Yep. Let's see if I can do anything interesting bonus actions. I'll do Shillelagh. Just have that ready. Spin my little staff around.
Okay. Twig, you're back up.
I'm gonna bonk him again. And by the way, is bonus action a spell slot?
Not to level 5.
Because
Is what?
what?
Is
Your
what a spell
question
slot?
does not make sense.
You can.
Bonus action.
Hunter's
I
Mark.
think you're thinking about.
Hunter's Mark.
Oh.
If it's a spell,
That will use a spell
it's a
slot,
spell
yes.
slot.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark
Wait.
and bonk
No,
him
no,
again.
no.
Is Hunter's Mark
Inspiration.
concentration?
It is
Yeah.
a concentration. I am
Okay,
dumb.
Then you need to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration because you took acid damage. You took 5 points of acid damage.
I got another 17. So
You succeed. Hunter's Mark
plus
is
one
still
is
in
18.
effect.
Concentration is either
Yeah.
10 or half the damage, whichever is greater.
That's not bad.
hey, to hit, I got a 15 plus 4.
That hits.
Or is it better for me to just say out the total? I think it's
Yes.
probably easier. Yeah. Damage is.
I think our
Damage
Wi-Fi
is.
died.
And therefore, it is.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh,
Hello, my Wi-Fi again.
we got a fix.
Yeah, it's kind of awful. So I got max damage on the D4, so that's 6, and I got minimum damage on the D6. So 7 points of damage.
All right. Another hefty thwack with this branch, which is somehow still holding up with this beating. The Onkeg is still alive. You have your bonus action and your movement.
Bonus action. I need a better character slot. I see. There's nothing. Am I able to, like, if I sit down? Ah, never mind. I'm just not gonna do anything. I'm just staying there.
Okay. The Onkeg's turn. It's going to firstly make a bite attack against. Oh wait, no, it's restrained. It's going to see if it can break out of the restraint.
And it takes 2d8 fire damage.
That is an 11 on
That is
athletics.
not good enough.
Okay.
DC 14.
It takes more damage at the start of its turn.
Oh, wait. Until the spell ends, I can take a bonus action on each of my later turns. Never mind. Not yet.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Well, the ground roils as a second one bursts from the ground here.
Oh, no.
That means that he only planned to have one, but then mistook how powerful we were. See, because he copied the first one.
No, that one says 2 on it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. And that one gonna on a 1 to 2, Twig, 3 to 4, Rue. 5 to 6, Pat. Alright. That's a 2. So it's going to move 5, 10, 15.
It's remember difficult terrain.
Yep. It's staying right there, and I'm gonna need another dexterity saving throw from Twig as another line of acid shoots out.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
8.
please stand by.
Oh.
Huh? I said, okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Dexterity saving. Excuse me. Are we wrapping up? Is that 11? Or
I'm not sure. We
maybe.
started early. I'll
I
keep
don't
going
know.
as long as you guys want.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got an 8 plus 3.
11.
Sorry, I got an 11. Is it 11 total?
Yes.
That is not enough.
No, it
Take
is
full
not.
damage,
You
10.
take, let's see, 12 points of acid damage as this one catches you off guard and fully blasts you with acid. It hurts. It burns into your side. And that means it is Pat's turn.
Is the dagger, since it's heating up, first off, bonus action heat metal, 2d8
Okay.
fire damage on that first one. That's 10 total.
Alright.
And
There's-
as it's heating, like, just how much heat is, like, coming off of this?
Enough that it fries the internal organs of this thing and cooks it to death.
But it's pretty bright, right? Like, it's a source of flame.
I imagine so.
Perfect. In that case, I'm going to cast pyrotechnics on the dagger as it falls out of this thing. Because it's a source of flame,
Why would
it
it
is
fall
going
out?
to... Out of the bug?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. You deleted it. I just imagined it disappeared like a Minecraft pig.
No.
Anyway, from the source of flame that is the dagger, I'm casting pyrotechnics on it, which means everyone within 10 feet of that dagger needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
You won't
that's
kill me.
everybody.
No, it's not as bad as you think.
The Onkeg rolled
I'm like,
11.
you're going to get yourself killed! And kind of throw his hand out, and there is a burst of light as, like, almost fireworks pop out of this. What did everyone else get?
You
A
said
straight con
Constitution?
save, right?
It is a con save, yes.
14.
DC 13. You got a 14?
DC what?
13.
13?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you're going to kill me.
No, I'm not gonna kill you.
I got a 9.
You're fine.
Oh.
You're just blind. And so is the bug.
Alright.
But the pixie is okay. And that is a condition that they have until the end of my next turn. So they're blind
Alright.
for a little bit, but in that time I'm going to use all of my movement as much as I can to get to Twig.
5, 10, 15, 20, well, 20, 25, getting around.
That's fine. I
out of
just
there.
gotta get her out of him out of there. Good grief.
Alright.
Sorry.
Rue, your turn.
Keep forgetting to use
Alright.
pronouns. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to bonus action bear totem, so 8 temp HP for all of us.
Nice.
And for action, I literally just had something in mind. Oh yeah,
Hills are alive.
the rune on his staff is going to glow and kind of fade out for a second, and he's going to be surrounded in ice as I cast Armor of Agathis from my rune.
Okay. Gonna stay put there?
Yeah. Well, no, actually. I'm going to fly up and bonk this. Well, no, I can't bonk this. I'm going to fly around to the backside of this creature.
Okay.
And actually, I'll be 10 feet up, or however high, 15 maybe to be out of reach. I don't know if height works with large creatures.
A little difficult to say because it's got a reach of 5 feet, but it's possibly as tall as 10 feet, so it might still be able to hit you if you're 15 feet up.
I'll go 20 up. I have plenty of movement to go down.
Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Twig. You are blind.
Jeez.
I am blind. I would like to stumble if I'm facing. Hang on, if I'm facing whichever way is to the right, whatever. I believe that's east. I hope so. Anyway, I'm gonna stumble backwards and sit down heavily.
Okay.
Also, the little zone will disappear now.
Ah, okay.
I would like to back up like 10 feet and then
Thank you.
sit.
Okay.
And as my action, I would like to roll for stealth. As I'm blind, I don't know what's going on, and so I'm gonna kind of shuffle leaves and stuff around me.
All right.
Just pile yourself up into the bushes.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay, let me see. Part of the bush, part of the group. I got a 17
On what?
on stealth.
Ah, okay. Using your action to try and hide.
Sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Try.
Yeah. The Ankeg, blinded, is going to dig its way back under the ground.
Can I yell something? I know it's not my turn, but I just want to shout as I see that.
Yeah.
We need to get out of there now! Back this way!
That is going to make it your turn, Pat.
Alright. I guess I'll roll perception and see if I can find Twig where I last saw him.
Alright.
Like, I'll move over to where he was.
5, 10, 15, 20. 20 feet.
And I have to beat a 17.
Yep.
Okay. What's my perception? 14. Dang it.
You don't see Twig. There's just too much vegetation.
Yeah, I'm still calling. I'm like, Twig, you in there? Come on.
Just move 5 feet to the left and we get in this combat encounter.
No, you fall off into the void.
Oh no.
That.
I'm falling off into the void.
Alright, is that your turn, Pat?
I'm going to jail.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get everybody to leave.
Okay, Rue, you are up.
How big is the hole, or did he fill it?
It just fills in behind it as it digs.
Yeah, I figured. Huh? I have anything that could help. Pretty sure that's just... Yeah, no. I'll fly down and see if I can. I'll see Pat running over to try and find Twig, and I'll fly, kind of up in the tree and do a check.
Okay.
See if I can find.
It's a strange
Sure.
dynamic. It feels like we have a hostage.
It's
We just
perception.
constantly have to drag them
Yep.
around.
That's a 23.
Okay.
Yep,
You
you
are
find me,
used
my
to
big
finding
orange head
twigs
sticking out
surrounded
of the
by
undergrowth.
vegetation.
That's so pixie.
So yeah, you know where Twig
I'm
is.
gonna kind of like reach one hand up and like, help me!
Oh,
At
the
that, I
blindness
will.
does drop at the end of Pat's last
Yes.
turn, so you can
You're not
see
blind
again.
anymore.
My eyes are
Pat, to
closed.
help me, I will cast
see.
a level 2 healing word.
Okay.
I will say this. I was at 8 out of 25.
Oof.
Well, you can now heal 44 plus 4.
So I get full health.
You know you get 44 plus 4.
Jake, you roll the health.
Oh,
It's
I thought you
your
said
spell.
44.
Oh, okay, I'll roll.
4d4.
Are you rolling or should I?
Jake rolls. It's his spell.
I'm rolling.
Okay.
You roll. Oh,
We have to wait for Jake
Sorry.
to get that.
13.
13.
Do 13 health back.
Thank you.
Very nice.
As I'm looking
Word.
down the two, they can feel the vibrations. Just try. Don't stomp around. If we want to get out of here, just be very careful.
Twig is going to reach up, grab a branch of the tree, and hoist himself up into the tree.
Okay. Rue,
Do I
is
need to
your
make a
turn
strength?
over?
I do want to check. Is this only one person? Oh!
Mhm.
I am going to cast Pass Without Trace on all of us.
Ah.
Nice.
There's a plus 10 to dexterity stealth checks, and you
Very
cannot be
Yes,
tracked
we
by
feel.
magical means.
Nice.
Do we know what that red thing is?
That's
In
a
the
totem.
tree.
That's a smile.
No.
Yeah.
He's so happy.
Okay. So, Twig, it is your turn now. Are you still wanting to climb into a tree?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll for that. It will take your movement, though.
Okay.
Anything else you're doing on your turn?
Honestly, I need to get the better character sheet for him before I do anything else. I have 3 things. I can do speak with animals, I can do befriend animals, or animal friendship, and hunter's mark. Those are the only 3 things that are in my spells.
That's because you're a
So,
ranger.
something is wrong.
Well, that's because you're choosing not to use the equipment that it gave you.
Ranger is, I think, half, or is maybe only third caster?
Anyway, that's my end of my turn.
Okay. The Onkeg is going to resurface.
Ah.
It's going to run up and try and bite Pat. That is a 24 to hit.
All right. I'm going to flinch away as it hits me because that is definitely a hit. And with my reaction, I'm going to go, "Will you knock that off?" and use cutting words on it. So I'm going to use a bardic inspiration to subtract something from its roll.
Oh, from the damage?
It's damage, yes.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, it rolled 9 slashing damage plus 2 acid damage. So a total
Minus 4.
of 11 minus 4, so 7 damage total. You are grappled.
Oh no. I cannot move.
No. And it is your turn.
Okay. Well, in that case, shoot, I can't command this thing because I doubt it would know my language.
Oh, let me see.
I
if
guess
it
I'm-
gets acid back.
Let me see if I can get. I have a spell here that I was gonna try. All right, yeah. He's going to frown with his arms pinned to his sides, and then just go "Phooey." And at that word, confetti explodes around him. Everyone in a 15-foot cone originating from me, so I'm directing it towards the critter. It's not going to catch Rue or Twig. They have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh boy! That's a 3.
Okay, well, it's blinded. It doesn't take any damage,
Again?
but... Phooey! Confetti,
Alright.
it can't see. And
Very
for
good.
my bonus action, let's see. I don't have really anything else unless I just chuck a dagger at it. But oh wait, is this a bonus action? No, one action. Okay, nope, that's my turn.
Alright. Let me see. I believe that's Rue. Yep. Rue, you are up.
Just to clarify, you have advantage on it because it is blinded.
Can I try and break Pat out of a grapple?
I suppose
off
that
the
would
limbs.
work. You would need to roll a strength check. I just had a stink bug land on my ankle. Thanks a lot, Pat.
You're welcome. He failed his mission.
16.
Okay, you break him out.
Thank you.
Somehow this pixie manages to pry the Onkeg's pincers off of you.
I'd like to
It's
imagine.
a shillelagh.
Yeah.
I guess since it's not sensing, I don't. Can you? You can't attack of opportunity something you can't see, right?
No, you do have to be able to see it.
Okay, I will
You're not
fly
blind.
away
Okay, what direction? Where do I move you?
northeast.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Full movement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep, it does not swing at you.
we can flee. Yes.
Is that your turn?
That was action, movement. I don't want to cast a bonus action spell because I will ruin concentration, and that's really important right now. Yeah, that's good with me.
Okay. Then it is Twig's turn.
As
I
I
am
fly
in a
around,
tree.
Twig, let's go.
I am in a tree, and I will clamber through the branches, trees, and kind of follow Rue.
Okay. The trees don't go all the way to Rue. If you're climbing
have a
your
funny
way
thing.
there, it's gonna be difficult
If-
terrain. So that would be 10.
Could
20.
can I actually make an acrobatics check, and if I fail, I will fall prone?
Sure.
Okay, let's see. +1.
See,
Oh.
DC's.
I don't need to. 19.
Ah, okay. 5, 10. You're swinging from branch to branch. Drop down 15, 20, 25, 30.
Nice.
I'm gonna kind of. Yeah. I want to grab Rue again, but then probably slow him down.
Alright. Are you doing any bonus action on your turn?
Can I bonus action dash, or is that not?
You can use your action to dash.
I'll use my action to dash.
Okay.
I've seen what these things can do up close and personal, and I'm booking it.
Just
Actually,
get
at that,
ready.
I would actually like to grab Rue then.
Rue, are
Or
you
would that-
okay with being grabbed?
I'm not entirely against it, but I'm worried about Pat. So if we want
I'll
to do
be
a contested and then
That's
just see how it goes, or just flip a
I
coin.
got a 5. I got a 5. Don't even bother.
I'm gonna bother. I have no strength. I got a 4.
Nice.
Well, I suppose that means Rue is snatched up and taken along with Twig. It is now the Onkeg's turn. Is it still blinded?
Yes, until the end of my next turn.
Okay. It is going to get its acid spray back, so it's going to use that.
At disadvantage.
It's not a roll. You have to make a dexterity check.
Oh no! But attacks are disadvantage. Okay. Let's see. Check or save?
Dexterity saving throw.
17.
That's a success.
Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on. Well, yeah, there's a success either way. Doesn't Pass Without Trace just improve? Is it
Oh, do I
stealth
get
or
a
just
10?
dexterity in
Stealth
general?
only.
Stealth. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
you
stealth
take
parentheses dexterity.
5 points of acid damage as it sweeps this vile spewing of acid around the area, trying to hit the thing that it thought it had dead to rights.
And I will dodge most of it, catching some, but it is still blinded.
Yes.
So I will run.
Okay.
And for my action, I am blasting at this thing with my palm again, shooting another spark of light out.
Okay.
I'll try and hit it with Starry Wisp. That's only a 10 to hit.
That's a miss.
Alright, so that goes wide into the
10,
trees. One of the
15,
trees is
20,
glowing now.
25. As you leave, it does have tremor sense, so it still can tell exactly where you are.
Oh, he was flying. That's what it was. Nice.
So it's going to roll a attack of opportunity, which is a 13 to hit.
Was that a disadvantage?
It
Your turn ended.
knew
But-
exactly where you were.
Tremor
Oh, I
sense
see.
is yeah.
I see. What was it to hit?
13.
Miss.
Okay, so it doesn't hit you anyway, which is good because it would have grappled you again.
Bremer sense is creepy. Yeah, I'm gonna just. I already used my action to cast that, so I guess I'll just run.
So-
That's it.
Well, oh yeah, that was your turn. So Rue, and then Twig, and then the Onkeg. Is it still blinded?
It was only until the end of my next turn, so it
Okay,
can
so
see now.
it is not blinded anymore. It's going to pursue.
Of course it is.
And it has 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Roll to see if it gets acid back. It does not. It's going
Thank
to try and
goodness.
bite you with a 22 to hit.
That's a hit. I said stop it! That's another cutting words.
Okay,
It's only gonna get a -1 from that, though.
so 11 points
Not
total as
doing
it
much.
chomps down on you, and more
Ugh.
acid coats your shoulder, and you are grappled again.
Hmm.
Feeling that maybe we should have helped him.
It is your turn.
May I
Let's
throw?
see.
May I?
Hold on.
Oh,
It's my turn.
oh, it is your turn.
Yeah, you guys left.
All right. Oops.
It's okay.
I said, oh, maybe we shouldn't have left. Maybe we shouldn't have left it, and then she said, oh, it is your turn. Like, oh,
I was talking to Pat.
Okay.
I didn't realize that.
In that case, Pat is going. Huh. Yeah, I could still spend a spell while grappled, right? I just don't need to. I don't need to move for this. Perfect. Well, I'll cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
So it needs to make a Constitution save.
12.
That is a fail. It is going to be taking only 4 thunder damage, but pushed 10 feet away from me on a fail. So I don't know if that would break a grapple.
I'll have it roll strength to see if it maintains the grapple. It'll have to beat your spell DC,
Okay.
which it
Spell
got a
DC is
9, so I'm
13.
pretty sure it failed.
Yep. So that was another frown, and then I just kind of clenched my arms, and that exploded out from me.
Was it 15 feet away from you?
10.
Ah. 5, 10. As it is blasted back.
And I will run.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 20. Blah, blah.
Run! Just pelting out onto the road.
Alright. For the sake of the encounter, we will say that the Unkeg is tired of getting blinded and thrown about, so it's going to give up the chase there. As,
That was
Remember,
such a
since
cool
we're
fight, though.
Hurt of thunder.
oh yeah, that's probably another deciding factor then. As you are pursued briefly, but
just I don't know if the DM needs to know, but everything within 300 feet heard that boom.
oh wow, okay.
So that would have shaken the trees and everything.
Yeah, that puts an end to that encounter. So I will stop the fight music.
And we can be sneaky for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it is pursuing, you're not certain, but you're able to take your time and move very stealthily for a good while. How long does Pass Without a Trace last?
Up to 1 hour.
Okay. And was it Rue that cast that?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. So with that eventful start to the morning,
Boom!
you all take your time to get away from the area, and when you feel confident that you're no longer pursued, you're okay for now. Why did Uzox come back?
I put a boozican.
Oh, okay.
Twig is
Just
going
travel.
to release Rue's leg.
Were you dragging him by his leg again?
I grabbed you and
Pat-
ran.
Pat is just kind of sitting there, hands over his face, panting, and is going to look at the two of you and go, "Are you insane? We
Wait,
were
Twig is
both
going to nod.
saying, don't go."
And he's going to stop. Is it me?
Twig.
Am I the problem again?
No, it's not.
Am
Well, it was almost a problem. You could have. He's just gonna make a motion like a stick breaking with his back. You could have died.
I'm going to look down and like half of my arm is missing. Like, oh.
Yeah,
I
it would have
took
been
a
bad.
lot of damage. Oh wait, no, I got a lot of damage back. I got a lot of damage back. Got a lot of what? Got a lot of health
You
back.
got healed. Yeah.
Thank you. I got healed, so I'm just gonna look down at like my arm is still kind of growing new roots, but it's not getting any longer, and I'm just like looking down mournfully. Oh.
I'm gonna like try and settle the talking plant that I'm still getting used to seeing, and be like, look, it's okay. These kind of things happen out here. It's a lot of things are changing. A lot of things are mean. They'll try to eat you. Look, you guys have got to just learn to stay out of harm's way. I don't want to wake up like that ever again. You hear me?
That's
I didn't
That's
put
okay.
it
Rue, never fly into my mouth again. That was
I
disgusting.
deserved it. Couldn't even taste it.
It was a crime against all pumpkin folk everywhere.
I'm gonna kind of scratch one arm and be like, look, is anyone here still hurt?
You look pretty hurt. I'm gonna
raise my
I'm
hand.
fine. And he's pointing at Rue. I'm fine. And there's like acid dripping off his fingers.
We're just going to shove a whole stack of good berries into your hands.
I do not want to eat any more of those right now. I'm telling you, I'm okay. You can keep those. Oh, look, I appreciate it. You guys are nice, but you're just... I'm sorry, you're just so stupid. But lucky for you, I kind of like that. So, I mean,
Twig is going to look
if
very
you want some
confused. Like,
background music wherever you're going, I've got... What else have I got in here? I'm going to rummage through my backpack and leave the bagpipe slung over my shoulder and then pull out a trumpet and be like, this isn't as bad.
okay.
Just saying. I'll stick it back in the bag.
Twig's gonna raise a hand again. So, we know we're dumb. Everyone at the Hollow told us that very often. At least no, not Rue, me. Actually, I just told myself that.
Rue's just gonna whisper. Yeah, he just says that to himself a lot.
Okay, so
it's-
it's normal. Got it.
Usually when he
But-
wakes up and hasn't grown.
Is that what that thumping was? That's why you made that mark on that tree? Twig.
But I'm dumb, but it's nice to hear that someone else thinks so.
Good. Look, you'll get taller eventually, you know. How old are you?
Yeah. At this, he's gonna look very, very confused and like kind of have a faraway look, as far away of a look as a pumpkin can have, and just I don't remember.
So you were made with magic, is what you're telling me?
I don't remember.
I'm going to look. My eyes are still wide a little bit. I'm going to look over at Rue. Magical pumpkin?
Have you
Pumpkin
seen a
folk.
pumpkin
I'm going
talk
to
before?
correct myself and poke back at Twig. Pumpkin folk.
I was just about to like raise a finger, like, okay, got it.
Well, if not to keep you from wandering into something much worse than that. Well, do you mind if I hang around?
Yeah, no, that's I will. Rue.
Sounds like he's fine with it.
Works for me. I'm going to brush off the grime as much as I can, try to get this acid off of my clothes, which usually keep quite clean. Trying to wipe this crap off on the grass and
Yeah, there's
make
some
myself look a little better.
some burn holes in them as acid has eaten away at them.
Can I just try and repair that then? Just spend some time fixing up my gear?
Yeah.
I have tinker tools. I don't know if that would be... What do we even make with those?
Since that's kind of a easy activity and would take some time, are you guys wanting to take a short rest here?
Yes, I will
I just-
ground myself and regain some health. And nutrients as well. I eat dirt.
I'm going to
No, you
take...
don't.
I eat the dirt. That's in my description. It's literally. Oh, hang on. A second description.
Not with your mouth.
Wait, no, those are my notes. Never mind. Is it feast on dirt, drink water, grow bigger. Bonds, Pixie is friend. Flaws, I don't remember. Personality traits is tree, is big tree. And then his description is just a bunch of question marks.
Interesting.
Would you like to hear my description? My skin is pumpkin, my eyes are yellow glowy, and I have no hair, only leaves.
Nice.
I'm 250 pounds.
What? That's a lot of wood, actually. You're thick.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought you were
7'7".
Scrawny little thing.
Me too. Who am I? I don't remember.
You're like Groot, but with the pumpkin head on.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's so Enderman.
Wait,
don't
I
do
am Twig.
it. Yeah. Anyway, back to Yelmo, was it? After the rest. Do I need to roll performance for the clothes thing, or just that happens?
That would be more of a dexterity-based skill, but I mean, taking an hour to do it, I think you can
Yeah.
mend your own clothes.
Okay.
It's probably
perfect.
not the first time.
They are fixed. I am presentable once more.
Very nice.
At this, I will pick him up by I will pick him up by the cloak and put him once again on my shoulder.
Me?
hmm
I don't fight it this time.
I'm gonna like kind of awkwardly pat you on the head, and then pat on the head. Anyway,
He's gonna have his horn out. If you're walking away, he'll just be kind of tooting a little walking tune. As you go.
do we want to possibly end the session there? Because I know
Yeah.
I need to work
I
tomorrow.
like that spot.
That was really
Yeah.
cute.
That was awesome. What a weird little party, but
Yeah.
man.
This is so cool.
I just found a spell I have access to called Infestation.
What? And we were just saying how
It's a
cute this was.
cantrip.
We were just
It's a
saying
cantrip.
how.
It is a cantrip. You cause a cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear on a creature you can see within range. Target to succeed on a Constitution save or take 1d6 poison damage and move 5 feet in a random direction if it can move, and its speed is at least 5 feet.
Whoa.
Just,
Infested with what? Bugs?
It's more
Hmm.
bugs.
Rue and Pet are gonna get along just fine.
I already tried to distract an owlbear with a praying mantis.
Go.
I think what was the first use of the spell? I think the first spell I used was the one where I told it to run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was so fun.
All right.